I woke up to complete silence. No footsteps, no laughter, none of the usual worried chatter of parents fussing over last-minute details. Just one thing sat on my nightstand, a letter in my sister's handwriting. We're gone. Paris was calling louder than your wedding bells. Don't embarrass yourself by expecting us back. I told Mom and Dad it wasn't worth showing up to a marriage doomed to mediocrity. Her words weren't just cruel, they were calculated. I could almost picture her smirking as she wrote it. She wanted me to feel small, abandoned, humiliated. She thought I'd break. She thought wrong. I had grown up in her shadow. She was always the golden child, the daughter my parents loved showing off to relatives. Me? I was the quiet one. But silence doesn't mean weakness. Silence is storage. Every insult, every dismissal, I tucked away. Still, when we were kids and she held my hand, I believed she loved me. That's what made it sting so deep. Betrayal only cuts when it comes from someone you once trusted. Yet I didn't crumble reading that letter. I folded it carefully, tucked it into my purse like evidence, because I had something she didn't know. When I met my groom, people thought he was ordinary. He wore simple shirts, drove his own car, lived like anyone else. My sister mocked him every chance she got. He's average, she'd whisper to my mother. She's settling for less, as always. But she never looked closer. She missed the signs, his posture, his education, his calm confidence. Traits you can't fake. I saw it. I knew the truth long before she tried to erase me with a ticket to Paris. His family didn't just have money, they had empires. Generations of quiet, powerful wealth. The kind that doesn't brag, it whispers. The kind that could buy the very city she ran to. She thought she left me with nothing, but all she did was clear the stage for me. The ceremony began. Cameras shed. Whispers filled the air. This wasn't just a wedding. It was a spectacle broadcast to the world. A family like his doesn't hide their celebrations. As I walked down the aisle, my hand steady in his, I knew my sister's arrogance was cracking somewhere in Paris. And then it started. My phone buzzing non-stop, her name flashing again and again, 10 calls, 20, 30. She was watching. She had to be, probably sitting in a hotel room with our parents, realizing far too late what they had thrown away. I didn't answer. Sometimes silence screams louder than words. After the ceremony, the calls didn't stop. They grew desperate. Texts poured in. Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. Please pick up. I read every one, my lips curving into something not quite a smile, more like satisfaction. She thought she had scripted my downfall, but instead, she set the stage for her own irrelevance. The best part? I never had to lift a finger in public. No yelling, no dramatic scene. I let the cameras, the wealth, the headlines do it all for me. My revenge wasn't a show, it was absence. Her absence. The world saw she wasn't there. The world saw me glowing. And she saw both. Weeks later, she came back. Paris hadn't been enough to wash away her shame. She walked into our parents' house with fake cheer, but I heard the crack in her voice. She asked to see me. I made her wait. When I finally stood in front of her, I said nothing at first. Just silence. The same silence I had turned into a weapon on my wedding day. Then I pulled out the letter from my purse, the one she thought would crush me. I laid it on the table between us. Her face drained of color. Do you remember writing this? I asked, calm and steady, but with an edge that cut. She nodded. I kept it, I told her. Not because it hurt me, but because one day I wanted you to see the exact moment you lost your power over me. Her eyes darted away. She muttered excuses, apologies, scrambling for scraps of dignity. I let her talk, let her twist, let her bleed through her own words. Then I leaned in closer. You didn't miss my wedding. You missed your chance to stand beside me. And that seat, it's gone forever. Revenge doesn't need to be loud. It doesn't need cruelty. It just needs precision. I didn't ruin her life. I didn't drag her name through mud. I didn't expose her to the world. I simply rose higher, brighter, untouchable. And now, every time she sees a photo from that day, every time she remembers the unanswered calls, she'll know. I didn't need to destroy her. I just had to leave her behind, because sometimes the sharpest blade isn't anger, it's silence, and mine cut deeper than she could have ever imagined.